It don't mean that it won't suck when they leave. It don't mean that you won't feel nothing when they leave. But at the end of the day, be okay with losing people. It's part of life. Welcome back to the Stanley channel. Today is gonna be me. It's gonna be chat. Or sorry, there's no chat. And we are reacting to a video from the one, the only, the homie, Novatoria. 5 reasons why your coworkers are not your friends. First of all, bro, when I worked at Panera, bro, my coworkers were my day ones, bro. I got some people that I mess with till right now, this day. I might send this video to him, bro. But after that, all of them were ops. Yeah.
What if the biggest threat to your career is sitting right next to you? They smile, they share.
Oh. So you thought you was gonna ruin my career? No, don't move. You thought you was gonna ruin my career? Okay. Let me tell you something about ruining my career. And let's get one thing straight. Okay? I don't come here to be nice. I come here to do my papers, and I come here to leave. If you got a problem with that, we can solve that. You got a problem with that? What? I'll stop.
Lunch, but are they really your friend? Or just waiting to stab you in the back? Today, we're exposing 5 brutal truths about why your coworkers are not your friends.
Talk to me.
And the final one might change the way you work forever.
It just might.
Let's start with reason number 1.
Your coworkers aren't your friends because she thick shit. If she thick shit, she can't be the friend, gang. We gotta go handle that. You know what I'm saying? Can't be the friend, but can be the friend with Benny though.
Friendly competition.
Okay, not necessarily what I said, but not necessarily what I didn't say either. Like competing for like that ass.
Now, you think you're just doing your job, but behind every polite little smile, there's a hidden competition that you probably never even signed up for.
Facts.
Nationally, internal promotion rates for managers hover around 6 to 7% per year. That means out of 20 workers, statistically only 1 or maybe 2 will ever climb the ladder this year. So when you're grabbing coffee together or chatting about the weekend, remember that you're all aiming for the same rare prize. So if friendly competition is already dangerous, well, what happens when that colleague doesn't just compete, but wins? Let's move on to reason number 2.
That makes sense.
When your friend becomes your boss. Alright, it sounds harmless enough. You think, he knows me, he'll have my back.
The thing is, bro, as somebody who's currently employing a couple of his friends, you feel what I'm saying? Shout out God. And things like that. This is super easy to not be a problem. It's super easy to not be a problem. If this is a problem between you and your friend, genuinely they might be a bad person or they lack the ability to communicate. It's either one of the two. Because you're either A, good at communicating, or 2, you're a bad person, B, you're a bad person. You get what I'm saying? It's so easy for this to not be a problem in my eyes.
But the second that promotion comes through, everything changes. Nearly 53% of employees say that their relationship with a promoted coworker became strained or uncomfortable. One Reddit user even shared, "This person has now become my boss. I took it on the chin, but it was very bittersweet at first. It's been over a year now. I would never dream of having conversations with them anymore as mates." That's the hidden cost that no one really talks about. The promotion doesn't just change your job. It can erase the friendship that you thought would last. So even if you survive the competition and promotions, another threat is lurking.
Right.
One that can tear you apart faster than any title change. Let's talk about reason number 3, the gossip trap. Gossip spreads quietly, but hits harder than any performance review. It starts as harmless chatter and ends with your reputation in pieces.
I don't know if that even has anything to do with coworkers. You gossiping in high school, you probably gossiping at the workplace, you probably gossiping at your mom crib. You know what I'm saying?
72% of employees admit to gossiping about their coworkers. I mean, that's nearly 3 out of 4. 72% of employees admit to gossiping about their coworkers. I mean, that's nearly 3 out of 4 people that you see every day. And the worst part, it's usually the people that you trust the most. I confided in a coworker who then gossiped to others and hurt my professional reputation. Now they only talk to me when necessary.
Bro, when I was at the workplace, bro, it was very apparent, bro. One of the things, I forget who told me, bro, but somebody came real P-like, they put me on game, they said, "Stanley, keep it a band with you. If you don't want anything exposed, don't talk about it." He said, look, he said this right here. He said, "Only say the things that you're comfortable with getting out there. For instance, if you're not comfortable, if this information got out there, then don't say it. But if you comfortable, like everybody knew, so the saying term or phrase goes, only tell people the things that you're comfortable with everybody else noticing. Because the person that you think isn't gonna gossip, they gonna gossip, gang. You can't be out here trusting people like that, bro. It's not the same life no more. It's not the same vibe. People don't have the community too many times stabbed in the back. Too many times you think it's a one-on-one thing and it's a 1-on-50 thing, bro. Only tell people the things that you're comfortable with everybody hearing. No doubt. As sad as it sounds, as sad as it may seem, bro, that's just the climate that we live to today and majority of scenarios. You get what I'm saying? Mostly pertaining to your workplace, though.
Be real. The office isn't built for real friendship. I mean, it's a place designed around performance reviews, promotions, and unspoken competition for every raise and every bit of recognition. Sure, people smile and act all supportive because, well, that's what gets them ahead. When everyone's fighting for the same resources, there isn't much room for real friendship. Think about Jacob, for example. He's your colleague, the guy who always smiles, who's invited you over for dinner, whose kids have played baseball with yours. He's got a mortgage he's still paying off for the next 3 years, a wife and 2 kids. His oldest just started college, and Jacob is covering part of the tuition. He likes you, he respects you, but when the boss announces that only one person will get a promotion with an extra 20 grand a year, suddenly Jacob isn't sharing project ideas anymore. He's not looping you into emails. He's thinking about his kids, his bills, and that mortgage. And, I mean, come on, you can't even really blame him, because everyone in that office is playing the same survival game. When people have to choose between their friendship with you or their kids' college tuition, I mean, come on, you already know which way it's going. And now, I know some of you are probably thinking, this is so cynical. I have a wonderful friend at work. We've been close since college. Sure, there are always some rare exceptions. I mean, if it's working, it's working. Great for you. But let's be a little bit more honest. Let's see how that friendship holds up when one of you gets promoted to manager.
Right.
And even if it somehow survives all that competition and pressure, well, there's still one more thing waiting to tear it apart. Here is reason number 4, the friendship fade.
I'm sorry, that was dumb. That was dumb.
Even if your bond feels unbreakable, research shows that most work friendships, they simply can't survive distance. 70% of employees lose contact with work friends within just 1 year of leaving a job. I mean, imagine if you're in a team of 10 people, all laughing and sharing inside jokes. Fast forward just 12 months after you quit, and 7 of them won't even remember how to pronounce your last name. Even the 3 who stay in touch often end up drifting away as soon as you don't share daily struggles and coffee breaks.
But I don't think this is a bad thing, though. Here's why. I am completely fine. You know what's ironic, bro? This has really been like an advice thing of the month, bro. I have told 4 separate people the same advice this month, gang. Be okay with losing people, bro. Some people, no, like genuinely, you have to be okay with losing people, bro. Some people are only supposed to be here for an episode. Some people are only supposed to be here for a season. Some people were supposed to be here for a whole entire arc. You get me? 3-4 years. It don't mean that it won't suck when they leave. It don't mean that you won't feel nothing when they leave. But at the end of the day, be okay with losing people. It's part of life. You're not here with every single one of your classmates that was in your classroom. You're not here with every single boss, employee that you was around when you was at work. Why are you think you're gonna be here with every single friend that you was gonna be here that you started with? You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all not even here with all the family members you started with. Be okay with losing people in the sense that it's part of life, bruh. And I feel like if people learn to have that detachment a little bit sooner, it'll get a lot of people out of problems, a lot of people out of their situations. I'm not saying be distant. I'm not saying don't have understanding and don't have fickle relationships. But at the same time, though, when you realize that something is harming you as an individual, when you realize that something isn't being reciprocated as an individual, leave, gang. It's okay. That person's time is waning. That person's time is fading, gang. And it'll open up space for maybe somebody who's way more deserving, way more special, way more intricately important to your life than the last person. I be telling people, bro, give up that spot, bro. It's okay to let them people go, bro. It won't kill you, bro.
Don't kid yourself with, we totally stay close. Sure, that's all well and true until you realize your whole connection was just built on mutual hatred of the same manager. I mean, it only takes about 200 hours together to feel close to someone. But the moment you leave, those hours evaporate like free donuts at a Monday meeting.
Which is fine.
That's the hidden cost that no one really talks about when you hand in your resignation. Sometimes, leaving a job doesn't just mean a new paycheck, it means becoming a ghost in the lives of people that you thought were your friends. So, if competition didn't get you, and gossip didn't break you, there's still one last truth that you need to hear. Reason number 5. Betrayal without remorse. Now, this is the part that no one loves to admit. The reality is, when survival and self-interest collide, people will choose themselves over you every single time. According to a survey by LinkedIn,
I'm not like this, but, and I don't say that to be different or to argue what they're saying. I say that in the sense of like, I understand that this is just what it's like. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like it's almost disingenuous to put the pressure on somebody and be like, I expected more from you. Because it would literally be a rarity if they were. I don't expect the rare from people. I expect what's expected. I expect the normalcy. I expect normalcy. You get what I'm saying? So if this happens, it just is what it is. It's not necessarily anything that has to do with me. It's never personal. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that it won't hurt. But this is just what I feel like just comes with the whole entire place sometimes. Like, it's just gonna happen.
37% of employees have seen a coworker take credit for someone else's work to get ahead. Now, let that sink in for just a second. That is more than 1 in 3 people that you work with right now.
Yeah.
Some will smile at you in the morning, ask you about your weekend, and then quietly slide your ideas into their presentation. And when you confront them on it, they'll just shrug it off, maybe even blame you, because in their mind, it's not betrayal. It's just business. It's like office Darwinism, the ruthless climb to the top where empathy is optional. So before you swear eternal loyalty to your work bestie, just remember this. When the stakes get high, most people will pick their own success over your friendship and sleep just fine at night. And now, if you're still thinking, well, maybe my boss or the company will have my back. Come on, it's time to face the last and ugliest truth. Welcome to the bonus reason. The illusion of loyalty. Here is the brutal truth. The company that you break your back for will replace you faster than your coffee gets cold, and they'll call it restructuring. According to Pew Research, only about 19% of employees feel that their employer is loyal to them. They'll shower you with cheap pizza parties and hollow appreciation weeks, right up until your salary becomes a line item to cut. Think your boss will fight for you? Sure. Right after they finish covering their...
That's why you portfolio everything, by the way. Anybody who's getting into the workforce, leaving college to go into the workforce or didn't go to college and whatever. When you start doing a job that's gonna have merit to your career, start portfolioing everything, because the day where they call you in the office or hit you with that call saying you're fired, you're not gonna have enough time to scrounge everything together for real. You get what I'm saying? Just keep in mind that companies, especially these days, don't have no promise to loyalty, nothing like that. The way to keep yourself safe is by making sure you have a portfolio. And then when they fire you with that portfolio that you did with them or did for them, when you go to the next place, it's going to seem like a no-brainer to hire you because number one, nobody else is actually going to listen to this advice. So they're not going to have a portfolio as deep and concise as yours. And number two, you have so much experience on hand practice forever, whatever you're talking about. In their head, you're just going to be the right fit for the position. So any advice I could give to you would be that. Make sure that you create a portfolio because it will help you.
Own ass. Here's a real story. I worked at the same Fortune 500 financial services company for almost 29 years, and I was fired for unsatisfactory performance. No warnings, just out. Let's let that sink in. Nearly 3 decades of loyalty erased by one bland email. I mean, that's the real corporate family. Your family, until you're overhead.
You know what it really is though? He was probably there for 29 years. They probably raised his pay crazy. There's probably somebody who's newer, who's just as good, if not just a little bit worse than he is. And he's fresh faced, etc. that they could add in for less bread. And then they needed a reason to pack him up. And that was the reason that they packed him up.
Remember, you and your company have completely different goals. And they are never the same. You want a bigger paycheck. They want to lower costs. You want to leave on time. They want you to stay late and make them richer. You guys are always on opposite sides. Oh, and by the way, if you're watching this thinking, wow, my career decisions might actually mess up my entire life. Don't worry, you're not alone. I made a whole video called How to Ruin Your 30s in 3 Easy Steps. If you want to see just how bad it can get and how to avoid it, be sure to check it out after this one.
W video, man. If you guys want to make sure that your co-workers don't affect your life. Make sure you just stay prepared, stay vigilant, stay observative, stay prayed up. Can I get an amen? If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like, comment twice. I'll see you in the next one.